Hi everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new here, welcome. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel so whenever I upload a new video, which is every Wednesday, you'll be notified. So today I have a video on fear, and I'm going to be reading to you from my journal today. So this journal entry is from the time I was sitting at the beach and just words were flowing and I just went with it, and I'm going to read to you exactly what it is that came forth. This is a really powerful realization that I had, and because I know it helped me, I know it's going to help somebody else. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with reading from my journal, and then we'll dive in and talk about it. Fear suggests always why something can't be happening or happen. It's always very clear on this one thing: I don't think I can do this. How is fear a true judgment of what you can or cannot do? Only you really can ever know yourself. Fear pretends it knows you, and then it also pretends that it knows what you can or can't do. Fear can never be a true judge of us. It can never really know who we are and then also know what we can or can't do. Fear is a liar. Fear never has our best interests in mind, only itself. Fear only cares about itself, not you. If you truly care about yourself, then you should not listen to the lies fear tells you. Fear is a recognition of power. We only notice the fear when we are being in our truth, honoring our divine nature. Like yesterday, I had a desire to go into the water, but fear told me, you can't do this. Even though fear said that to me, my desire didn't go away. It was still there. I ultimately had to decide if I was going to allow fear to tell me what I can or cannot do, and then take that step towards my desire. I decided that I can do this, which is an act of self-trust and honoring myself, and then the fear went away. Because it knows it was wrong and it was a lie. And lies can never be upheld once they are proven wrong by uncovering the truth. Lies are like black masks we wear over our eyes to become blind to the truth, which can only be known through the heart. So that was what I had written in my journal, and as I was writing this, I was like, I know I want to make a video on this. And what I want to tell you is that fear is a liar, right? Fear is always telling us lies. And whatever fear has to say, it never feels good. And lies don't feel good, right? So that's how you know when you're being lied to, is because it doesn't feel good. And fear is always lying. But the truth always feels good. And your truth will always feel good. This is how you know when something is the truth. It feels good. And so as I was reading this back to myself, I realized, oh my gosh, that's so true. Fear always tries to decide for us what we can't do. It always tells us what we can't do. It always focuses on what will go wrong, what won't work out, what we can't do, what we can't have, who we can't be. It is never encouraging. It always makes us feel bad. So A Course in Miracles explains that fear is the voice of the ego. Fear is what the ego uses to communicate with us. It always speaks in fear. And fear always feels bad. But the voice of spirit is love. And the voice of love always feels good. This is how you know what voice you're listening to. The voice of fear feels bad. The voice of love feels good. And anything that is not love is fear. Bottom line. And lies are always based in fear. Lies always need a reason, justification, or proof to be a lie. I have a whole entire video on this. Click somewhere right here or right here to watch that video. But lies cannot stand on their own. They always need a reason to be a lie. There needs to be a reason for that lie to exist, for that lie to have validity. Whereas the truth is just is. And so looking back at this myself right now, realizing that day when I wanted to go into the water, I had fear. And fear was like, you can't do this because I can't swim, right? I have fear, legitimate deep fear of going into deep water because of traumatic experiences that I had in my early childhood. And so the fear is telling me you can't go in the water, but I really badly wanted to go into the water and enjoy the water and cool off and really just feel the water on my skin. And the fear told me I couldn't do this. Now, I decided in that moment that fear was lying. I truly knew myself what I could do, what I couldn't do, and I knew that I could go into the water up to about here, because that is what I felt safe doing. So I did that, and the minute I got into the water, the fear went away. And what I had proven to myself is that I can do this. I got my back. I can trust myself to know and judge how much I can handle, how far I can go. So my takeaway for you is to help you realize that fear is a liar. Fear never feels good. And what you can do is change your relationship with the fear. That is what you have control over. And how you change your relationship with the fear is acknowledging that the fear will never go away. So we always try to focus on overcoming fear, mastering fear and conquering fear, but fear is a part of our life. It's a part of our human experience. And oftentimes we're not. Fear is the loudest when we're stepping into our power, stepping into our truth. When we're about to step outside of our comfort zone, that is when fear is there. Because in our comfort zone, there is no discomfort. But when we're stepping outside of our comfort zone, that discomfort is fear. And discomfort is always there outside of our comfort zone. In our comfort zone, there is no discomfort. And that discomfort is fear. And oftentimes we feel that fear and we think, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. But the thing is, fear is a sure sign that you are growing, that you are stretching, that you are becoming a higher version of yourself. And there's a line in A Course in Miracles, lesson 48, which says, the presence of fear is a sure sign that I am trusting my own power. That is why fear is there. So if you can change your relationship with fear from it being something that controls you and holds you back and limits you to something that is only helping you understand that you can do this, that is the reason the fear is there. That fear is just trying to distract you. And the fear, like A Course in Miracles says, that fear, the presence of fear, is a sure sign that you're trusting in your own power. And that is why you're allowing yourself to go through this despite the fear. The fear doesn't go away, but your relationship with it, that you can change by acknowledging that the fear is a sure sign that you're trusting in your power and that you're stepping into your power and you're doing what you know you can do, and you get to decide for yourself what you can do. I hope this video lands with you. If any questions come up as you're watching this, please put them in the comments below and I'll respond back to you. And tell me in the comments below one way that you're going to be choosing to transform your relationship with fear. Wherever you are in the world, have the day you want to have. And remember, stay open. See you in my next one.